What if I told you that the key to staying independent as you age doesn't lie in remembering where you put your keys, but in what you put on your plate? Most people think weakness begins with forgetfulness, but the real warning sign is when simple things like standing up or walking across the room suddenly feel harder than they used to. One day you're climbing stairs with ease, the next you're winded halfway through. And while most folks assume exercise is the only answer, there's something just as powerful that's often overlooked: nutrition. The right foods can rebuild muscle, fight inflammation, and keep your balance steady without needing hours at the gym. In fact, one of the most important foods for your muscles might already be in your kitchen. Today, we're diving into 6 powerhouse foods that can help protect your legs, improve mobility, and keep you feeling strong well into your golden years. These aren't fancy superfoods or expensive supplements. They're simple, accessible, and incredibly effective when eaten consistently. So if you're ready to take control of your strength, your balance, and your independence, stay with me. We're about to transform the way you think about food and your future. Let's start with one of the most underrated superfoods sitting quietly in your pantry: sweet potatoes. These vibrant orange roots aren't just tasty. They're a secret weapon for stronger legs and better balance. As we age, one of the biggest hidden threats to our muscles is inflammation. It creeps in slowly, breaking down muscle fibers bit by bit, making everyday movement feel harder than it should. Over time, it turns climbing stairs or standing from a chair into a real challenge. Sweet potatoes help fight back. They're rich in beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A, a powerful antioxidant that helps reduce inflammation and protect muscle tissue. But that's not all. Sweet potatoes are packed with potassium, a mineral essential for proper muscle function. Without enough potassium, you're more likely to experience muscle cramps, weakness, and even poor balance, all of which increase your risk of falling. And unlike processed foods that spike your blood sugar and leave you sluggish, sweet potatoes provide long-lasting energy, helping you stay active and alert throughout your day. They also support muscle recovery. Every time you walk, lift, or bend, your muscles experience tiny micro-tears. When you were younger, your body repaired those tears quickly. But now, recovery is slower. Sweet potatoes help close that gap. With their rich mix of antioxidants and nutrients, they support faster healing, reduce soreness, and keep your legs limber, not locked and stiff when you wake up. And here's something many people don't realize: your gut health plays a huge role in muscle strength. If your digestion isn't working properly, your body can't absorb the nutrients it needs to keep your muscles fueled and strong. Sweet potatoes are high in dietary fiber, which helps keep your digestive system humming. A healthy gut means better absorption of the vitamins, minerals, and proteins your muscles rely on. The best part: sweet potatoes are incredibly versatile. You can roast them, mash them, turn them into crispy oven fries, toss them into soups, or even blend them into smoothies for a creamy, nutrient-rich boost. And unlike white bread or sugary carbs that leave you feeling tired, sweet potatoes energize you with clean, steady fuel. They're simple, they're affordable, and they're one of the smartest additions you can make to your meals, especially if staying strong and independent is your goal. So next time you plan a meal, think of sweet potatoes not just as a side dish, but as your first line of defense. With every bite, you're giving your legs what they need to keep going strong, day after day, year after year. Most people assume that the first sign of aging is forgetting where you left your keys. But what if the real warning wasn't in your memory? It was in your legs. Think about it. One day you're walking up the stairs without a second thought. The next, you're stopping halfway to catch your breath. Maybe it starts with a small struggle. Getting up from the couch feels a bit harder, or carrying in groceries leaves you unusually tired. You brush it off. "I'm just a little worn out today," you tell yourself. But quietly, something deeper is changing. Leg weakness is often the first sign that your body is starting to lose its strength. And with it, your independence. Why the legs? Because they're the foundation of almost everything you do. walking, climbing, standing, balancing, even getting out of bed. It all begins with strong legs. When leg muscles weaken, your balance suffers, and your risk of falling increases dramatically. In fact, falls are the #1 cause of injury-related hospital visits among older adults. One slip can lead to broken bones, long hospital stays, and sometimes a permanent loss of mobility. But here's the part many people miss. It doesn't happen overnight. Muscle loss is slow, quiet, and easy to ignore. It's called muscle atrophy, and it usually begins in the legs. That slight wobble when you stand, the soreness after a short walk, the hesitancy you feel before stepping off a curb, all early signs. The good news: this decline isn't inevitable. You're not powerless. With the right choices, starting with nutrition and movement, you can not only stop muscle loss, but even reverse it. Here's why it matters: when your legs are strong, your world stays open. You can go where you want, do what you love, and stay connected to the people and places that bring you joy. But when leg strength fades, your life slowly starts to shrink. You avoid stairs, you hesitate to go out. You start relying on others more than you want to. It's not just about physical health, it's about freedom, confidence, and dignity. That's why noticing the early signs matters so much, and why making small changes now, like choosing foods that fuel your muscles, can make all the difference later. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder or running marathons. It's about staying strong enough to live life on your terms. So if you felt a little slower lately, if your legs aren't quite as steady as they used to be, don't ignore it. See it as the gentle nudge it is. A reminder that your body is asking for support. And the good news: you have the power to give it exactly what it needs. Let's talk about one of the most humble, but powerful, foods you can eat to support your legs. They may not look exciting, but don't let their simplicity fool you. These little grains pack a serious punch when it comes to strength, stamina, and stability. Have you ever noticed that your legs get tired faster than they used to? That standing too long makes them sore? Or that climbing stairs feels like a workout? It's easy to blame age, but the truth is, it's not just about getting older. It's about what you're feeding your muscles. Muscles don't just need strength, they need fuel. And not just any fuel. They need energy that's steady and reliable, not the kind that spikes and crashes. That's where oats shine. Unlike sugary cereals or white bread, oats have a low glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly and steadily. This gives your muscles long-lasting power to support you throughout the day, step by step, hour by hour. And energy is just the beginning. Oats are also rich in plant-based protein, an essential nutrient for building and maintaining muscle mass. As we age, our bodies naturally lose muscle if we're not actively replenishing it. Without enough protein, your legs weaken, your balance slips, and even simple movements start feeling risky. Oats help you fight back. They're also a great source of iron, which is critical for carrying oxygen through your blood. Think of it like this: your muscles need oxygen to perform. Just like a car needs fuel. Without enough iron, circulation slows, muscles tire quickly, and you start feeling that heavy, dragging sensation in your legs. Still not convinced? Oats also contain magnesium, another vital mineral your legs are quietly craving. If you've ever been jolted awake by a painful leg cramp in the middle of the night, you know just how uncomfortable it can be. Those cramps are often your body's way of saying it's low on magnesium. This mineral helps muscles relax and function properly, reducing cramps, preventing stiffness, and keeping your movements smooth. And here's a bonus: oats support heart health, which means better circulation to your legs. The stronger your heart pumps, the more oxygen and nutrients your muscles receive, and the stronger your legs stay. What makes oats even better? They're versatile and affordable. Stir them into a warm breakfast bowl with berries, blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them on yogurt, or bake them into healthy snacks. You don't have to eat the same oatmeal every day. With a little creativity, oats can fit into nearly any meal. So, if you want strong legs, better balance, and more energy, don't overlook this everyday grain. Oats are more than just breakfast. They're one of your leg's best allies in the fight for independence and strength. When most people think about staying strong and mobile as they age, the first thing that comes to mind is exercise. Walk more, lift weights, do yoga, and yes, movement matters. But here's something just as important that often gets overlooked: what you eat. You can exercise every day, but if your body isn't getting the right fuel, you're fighting an uphill battle. Think of your muscles like a house. Movement helps build it, but nutrition is the material. Without the right nutrients, your body can't repair or rebuild anything. And over time, that leads to weakness, fatigue, and loss of independence. Here's why this matters more as you get older. When you were younger, your body was a recovery machine. You could walk for hours, strain your muscles, and bounce back with barely a thought. But now, your recovery process slows down. Those little muscle tears from daily activity take longer to heal. And if you're not giving your body the right nutrients, they might not heal at all. That's when the real trouble starts. Soreness that lingers, muscles that stay tight, and movements that feel harder than they should. Without proper nutrition, your muscles don't just stop growing, they start breaking down. The problem is, many people think nutrition means cutting calories or avoiding carbs. But when it comes to muscle health, it's about the right kinds of foods. Those that support repair, reduce inflammation, and provide long-lasting energy. Take sweet potatoes, oats, and avocados, for example. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats that fuel your body in ways a treadmill never could. Or consider salmon and eggs, rich in protein, B vitamins, and omega-3s. Nutrients that are essential for muscle recovery, nerve function, and circulation. You wouldn't drive your car without gas or oil, so why expect your body to keep moving without giving it what it needs? Another reason nutrition matters so much: inflammation. Chronic inflammation quietly eats away at your muscle fibers, causing stiffness, soreness, and slow recovery. And the sad truth: it often comes from the very foods we eat. Processed snacks, sugary drinks, fried foods. Swapping those for anti-inflammatory choices can make a massive difference in how your body feels and functions. So yes, keep moving, stretch, take walks, stay active. But also, look at your plate. Ask yourself, is this food helping my body stay strong? Because no matter how many steps you take, if your muscles are starving for nutrients, you're not getting stronger. You're just getting tired. It's not about doing anything extreme. It's about small, daily choices. A bowl of oats in the morning. Roasted sweet potatoes for dinner. A handful of berries for a snack. These choices build strength from the inside out. Because at the end of the day, true mobility isn't just about movement. It's about how well you fuel the engine that moves you. If there's one food that deserves a permanent spot on your plate for strong, resilient legs, it's salmon. This rich, flavorful fish isn't just for fancy dinners. It's a nutritional powerhouse that delivers everything your muscles need to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free as you age. Let's start with the basics: high-quality protein. Your muscles are made of protein, and every time you move, whether you're walking, lifting, or even just standing, those muscles break down slightly. To rebuild and grow stronger, your body needs protein, and salmon is one of the best sources out there. It gives your body the building blocks it needs to repair, recover, and stay strong. But that's just the beginning. What really sets salmon apart is its rich content of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are crucial for fighting inflammation, which is one of the silent destroyers of muscle and joint health. As we get older, chronic inflammation builds up in the body, causing stiffness in the knees, aches in the hips, and that heavy leg feeling that slows you down. Omega-3s help cool that internal fire, reducing pain and restoring comfort to your movements. Even better, omega-3s improve circulation. Good blood flow is essential for delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. Poor circulation can leave your legs feeling tired, numb, or weak, even after simple activities like walking to the kitchen. By improving blood flow, salmon helps keep your muscles energized, nourished, and ready to support you. Salmon also supports your nervous system. As we age, nerve signals slow down, That can lead to slower reflexes, balance issues, and even falls. The omega-3s in salmon help preserve these nerve pathways, keeping your muscles responsive and your coordination sharp. But there's more. Salmon is packed with vitamin E12, a nutrient critical for converting food into energy. Low B12 levels can leave you feeling sluggish, weak, and drained. If you've been feeling fatigued, like your legs just can't keep up, B12 might be part of the answer, and salmon delivers it naturally. And here's something many people don't realize: a strong heart is key to strong legs. It's all connected. Salmon's heart-healthy fats help keep your arteries clear, your blood pressure in check, and your cardiovascular system working efficiently. The result: more endurance, better oxygen delivery, and legs that are ready for whatever your day brings. The best part: you don't need to eat salmon every day to get these benefits. Just 2 to 3 servings a week can make a powerful impact. Try it grilled with lemon, flaked into a salad, or even canned for a quick meal. However you prepare it, you're giving your body what it needs to move better, feel stronger, and stay independent. Salmon isn't just dinner. It's an investment in your mobility, your strength, and your future. If there's one food that proves healthy eating doesn't have to be boring, it's the avocado. Creamy, satisfying, and full of flavor. This green gem is more than just trendy toast material. For your legs, your joints, and your long-term mobility, avocados are a quiet powerhouse working behind the scenes. Let's start with healthy fats, specifically monounsaturated fats. Your muscles and joints crave these fats, especially as you age. Why? Because they fight inflammation, one of the main culprits behind stiff knees, sore hips, and aching legs. Inflammation doesn't scream for attention. It builds up slowly, wearing away at your strength until everyday movements feel harder than they used to. Avocados help cool that slow-burning fire, keeping your joints supple and your muscles relaxed. And while many people associate strength with protein, others, which is still important, fats are what keep your body running smoothly. They help absorb key vitamins like D, E, and K, nutrients that play vital roles in bone health, muscle repair, and nerve function. Avocados deliver these fats naturally and deliciously. But there's more. Avocados are one of the best natural sources of potassium, even beating out bananas. Why is that important? Potassium is essential for muscle contractions, nerve signals, and fluid balance. Without enough, your legs can feel weak, crampy, or unstable. That sudden leg spasm in the middle of the night, it could be your body crying out for more potassium. Adding avocados to your diet helps prevent those painful cramps and keeps your movement steady. And let's not forget vitamin E, an antioxidant found abundantly in avocados. As you age, your muscles become more vulnerable to everyday stress, like walking, gardening, or even standing for long periods. Vitamin E acts like a protective shield. It reduces oxidative stress, repairs muscle fibers, and helps your body recover faster after activity, no matter how small. But one of avocado's biggest gifts is its effect on circulation. Your legs depend on healthy blood flow to receive oxygen and nutrients. Without it, muscles tire quickly and healing slows down. The fats in avocados support heart health, improve blood flow, and ensure your legs get the support they need, so you can walk farther, stand longer, and live with confidence. The best part: avocados are incredibly versatile. You can spread them on whole grain toast, toss them into a salad, blend them into a smoothie, or mash them into a creamy guacamole. They're easy to enjoy and even easier to make a habit. Remember, it's not about eating an avocado once in a while. It's about consistency. A little every day adds up to real, noticeable results: fewer aches, smoother movement, and stronger, steadier legs. Avocados may seem simple, but for your body, they're a daily dose of mobility, balance, and strength, all wrapped in one delicious package. You might not feel it happening. You might not even notice anything's wrong at first. But deep inside your body, a quiet change is taking place. It's called muscle atrophy, and it's one of the most dangerous, most overlooked challenges of aging. Muscle atrophy is the slow, silent loss of muscle mass over time. It doesn't make a grand entrance. It begins with small things. Maybe you feel a little weaker getting out of a chair, Or you need to use the handrail more often when taking the stairs. You brush it off. I'm just getting older, you say. But here's the truth: what starts in your legs doesn't stay there. Your legs are the foundation of your movement. When they weaken, everything else follows. Your balance, your coordination, your confidence. And that's when the real danger steps in: falls. Falls are the #1 cause of serious injury among older adults. Every year, thousands are hospitalized from falls that could have been prevented. A broken hip, a fractured wrist, a long recovery in a hospital bed, all of it can begin with one misstep. One moment of weakness. The scariest part: many people don't realize how much strength they've lost until it's too late. But here's the good news: muscle atrophy is not a life sentence. It's preventable, it's reversible, and it starts with awareness. When your legs start to weaken, it's your body's way of waving a red flag, asking for help. Not through pills or drastic changes, but through consistent support, the right nutrients, the right movement, and a mindset that says, I want to stay strong. That's why the foods you eat matter so much. Your muscles need fuel to grow and rebuild. Especially now. They need protein to repair damage. They need anti-inflammatory nutrients to protect against breakdown. They need minerals like potassium and magnesium to fire correctly and keep your balance stable. The earlier you take action, the more control you have. Because this isn't just about preventing a fall. It's about protecting your independence. It's about being able to go for a walk, play with your grandkids, shop for groceries, and do the things that make you feel like you. Let's be clear, this isn't about perfection. You don't need to run marathons or bench press weights, but you do need to recognize that muscle loss isn't just a part of aging. It's a signal. A signal to start treating your body like the incredible machine it is, and to give it what it needs to keep carrying you forward. So if your legs have felt weaker lately, listen. Don't wait for the fall. Don't wait for the fracture. Start today. With your next meal, your next step, your next choice. Because the strongest future begins with one decision: not to ignore the signs. Don't let their size fool you. Berries are some of the most powerful allies your body has when it comes to staying strong, mobile, and pain-free. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, they're more than just sweet treats. These colorful little fruits are packed with antioxidants, nature's own defense system against muscle damage and aging. Let's talk about something that happens inside your body every single day: oxidative stress. It sounds technical, but it's simple. As your body works, it produces unstable molecules called free radicals. Left unchecked, they attack healthy muscle tissue, wear down your joints, and speed up the aging process. That stiffness in your knees. That soreness after walking around the block. That creeping feeling of weakness. Often, oxidative stress is behind it. And that's where berries shine. Their antioxidants neutralize those free radicals, helping your muscles recover faster and stay stronger longer. But they don't stop there. Berries are also loaded with anti-inflammatory compounds. The kind that ease pain, reduce swelling, and help your joints move more freely. Chronic inflammation is one of the top reasons people lose mobility as they age. It builds up slowly, making each step feel a little harder, a little more painful. Berries help quiet that inflammation, giving your body a chance to heal. And if that wasn't enough, berries are rich in vitamin C, a nutrient that does far more than boost your immune system. Vitamin C plays a vital role in producing collagen, the protein that keeps your muscles, tendons, and joints strong and flexible. As you age, your natural collagen production declines, leading to stiffer joints and weaker muscles. Berries help restore that balance, supporting smooth, pain-free movement. But here's the part most people overlook. Berries aren't just good for your body, they're good for your brain too. Studies show that the antioxidants in berries help improve memory, sharpen focus, and support mental clarity. That means clearer thinking, better decision-making, and more confidence in your movement. After all, strength isn't just about muscles. It's about the mind behind the movement, and the best part. Berries are easy to add to your routine. Toss a handful into your morning oats. blend them into a smoothie. Sprinkle them over yogurt or cottage cheese. You can even cook them down into a delicious compote for pancakes or toast. However you enjoy them, just make them a habit. Because eating a few berries once in a while won't do the trick. It's the daily commitment that makes the real difference. A handful a day keeps your muscles stronger, your joints looser, and your mind clearer. Small, simple, powerful. That's the magic of berries. And when you eat them consistently, you're not just treating yourself to something sweet. You're feeding your body exactly what it needs to move freely, live fully, and stay strong for the years ahead. You've probably eaten eggs your whole life. For breakfast, in sandwiches, or maybe boiled for a snack. But what if I told you that this everyday food is actually one of the most powerful tools for keeping your legs strong, your balance steady, and your independence intact? Eggs are often praised for their protein, and for good reason. They're a complete protein source, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. That's especially important as you age, when your body naturally starts to lose muscle mass. You might notice your legs feel weaker, your steps feel less sure, or climbing stairs leaves you more winded than before. It's not your imagination. It's your muscles quietly fading. But with high-quality protein from eggs, your body gets the fuel it needs to slow down that decline, repair muscle fibers, and even regain strength you thought was gone. And eggs offer more than just protein. They're one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, a nutrient many people don't realize they're lacking. While most of us know vitamin D is good for bones, it's also critical for muscle strength and coordination. Low levels of vitamin D have been directly linked to poor balance, increased fall risk, and weak legs. Just 1 or 2 eggs a day can give your body a much-needed boost in this essential vitamin, especially if you're not getting enough sun exposure. Now, let's talk about something even fewer people know: choline. Eggs are one of the richest sources of this nutrient, and it plays a key role in how your nerves and muscles communicate. Every time you walk, stand, or even shift your weight, your brain sends messages through your nervous system to your muscles. Choline helps make sure those signals are clear, fast, and accurate. Without it, you might feel unsteady, slow to react, or unsure on your feet. And that's not all. Eggs are packed with B vitamins, healthy fats, and antioxidants that help your muscles recover after movement, reduce inflammation, and protect against wear and tear. They're like a daily maintenance kit for your legs, keeping everything running smoothly under the surface. Best of all, eggs are simple, affordable, and endlessly versatile. Scramble them in the morning with veggies. Boil a few ahead of time for an easy snack. Make a hearty omelette, or even bake them into a frittata for a protein-packed lunch. However you choose to enjoy them, you're making a smart move for your strength, your balance, and your future. So don't underestimate this small but mighty food. In every egg, you'll find the tools your body needs to stand tall, move confidently, and keep going strong, day after day. Your legs have carried you through every chapter of life. Every milestone, every memory, every moment that mattered. But as we grow older, we don't always realize how much we rely on them until they start to struggle. Maybe it begins with a little stiffness in the morning, a pause at the bottom of the stairs, a moment of hesitation before taking that next step. And suddenly, the things you once did without thinking, walking the dog, grocery shopping, chasing after grandkids, feel a little harder. But here's the truth: you are not powerless. The choices you make today can shape how freely and confidently you move tomorrow. It's not about doing anything extreme. It's about small, consistent habits, especially what you put on your plate. Each of the 6 foods we explored, sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, berries, salmon, and eggs, has a powerful role to play in keeping your legs strong, your balance steady, and your spirit independent. Because this isn't just about muscles, it's about freedom. It's about waking up each day knowing your body is still capable, still resilient, still yours. So as you plan your next meal, remember, taking care of your legs is taking care of your life. The strength to move forward isn't found in a gym. It starts in your kitchen, one bite at a time. Start today, not someday. Your future self will thank you.